This planter, it's a ground driven planter. So as the wheel turns, it turns this wheel, which turns the chain, which is connected to this hex shaft here. The hex shaft will go across all the rows, which turns the chain on the row, which turns the meter. You can't really see it in there, but it turns the meter, which drops the seed in the hole. But based on how heavy you want to plant, you change your sprockets here. So you can see my little chart here that says I've got my driven and my driver sprockets. And so, and I've got my handy dandy chart cheat sheet here. So this is telling me, let's see if I can find it. This is telling me for my corn using 40 cells, which I am. Here's all my sprockets. So it says you've got your driver and your driven, but this is for high range. We want low range. And so we want our driver, I want to be sitting at 32,000. I know I plant about 1,000 too heavy, so I'm aiming for 34,000. So 32.6 is about right, because that gives me 33.6, 34. So that's what I want. So I want 24 and 24 for my driver and my driven. So we go up here. So my driven, I want 24, so I want the far left sprocket, which is this guy. And then I want 24 for the driver, which is in the middle, which would be this guy right here. So I gotta move this chain over to this one, and I gotta move this chain all the way over to the left side, and that should give me the population that I want. So to go ahead and get it moved over, I gotta take these spacers off. Little spacers that keep the gears where you want them, the sprockets where you want them. For this one, we want to shift the chain all the way to the left, because that's where number 24 is. So we'll take all 4 of these spacers off. Then you got a tensioner here. Pull that tensioner down, and there's a lot of tension. Pull it, tensioner down. You should be able to slide this chain on over. It's kind of a pain. And so newer technology on planters will allow you to do this electrically. Our previous planter actually had that, to where, because this setup is only for ground driven mechanical drive, they do have, you can do this either through hydraulics, or you can do it through electric motors on newer planters. But that is not the case with this ground drive. This is a very traditional way of doing it. This is how they've pretty much always done it, as far as I'm aware. So now we got this chain moved over. If I can get this last, there we go. So we're on number 24 here. Lock that up, and we'll put all these spacers back on. I'm not gonna do that now. And on this guy, we just gotta bump it over 1. So I'll just take my 1 spacer off, pull that guy back down, shimmy my sprockets over, and voila. We are at the population that we want. So now we will be planting at 34,000. So, all right. Hope you guys enjoyed.